Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me today, folks? I got my speaker about as close as I can get it to my face. Just want to make sure y'all can hear me loud and clear today. Got several video clips I wanted to bring to y'all, including a couple of clips from Pam Bondi's hearing today. She was grilled about like Pete Hegseth was yesterday. A lot of weird questions from these wackadoodle Democrats. Didn't see as much theatrics today as far as people being thrown out of the room like yesterday. I did watch a good part of that hearing. Excuse me. Hopefully y'all did as well. But before I get into any of this, I just want to let y'all know thanks for showing up to the channel once again today and putting up with my nonsense and a little bit of news. Like I said, I got several things I want to bring y'all today. Marjorie Taylor Greene burns it down. Pam Bondi 15 times probably put these Democrats in their place because they ask stupid questions, and I'll bring you a couple of those clips as well. Got a couple lots of really good news, something Trump decided to do, and something that's fixing to be fixed. Let's get into it. Alright, here's the first clip. This lady here is lying and gets called out for lying as quick as the question comes out. This is great. She's interviewing or interrogating, should I say, Pam Bondi, and Pam Bondi turns it around on her. This is Miss Hiri. I can't even say her name. I won't even try to butcher it, but her name starts with an H. She's from, I believe it's Hawaii. I don't know what to think about these people. Most of them got some crazy, stupid questions. But check it out, folks. Here we go.
You, as Attorney General, should investigate one of his perceived political enemies. Would you do so?
Senator Hirono, I wish you had met with me. Had you met with me, we could have discussed many things and gotten to know you.
I am listening to you now. Could you respond to the question?
Yeah, you were the only one who refused to meet with me, Senator. But what we would have discussed is that it is the job of the Attorney General to
I'm very
follow
happy to listen
the law.
to your responses under oath, Ms. Bondi. So I think it's really important to us that the Attorney General be independent of the White House. And you have a president-elect who considers the AG's office.
You mean like Blinken was? Don't even get me started on that one.
His law firm. I would like to know whether if the president suggests, hints, asks, that you as Attorney General should investigate one of his perceived enemies?
Senator, I certainly have not heard the president say that. But what I will tell you is 2/3 of Americans have lost faith in the Department of Justice. And it's statements like that, I believe, that make people continue to lose faith. If I am confirmed as Attorney General, it will be my job to not only keep America safe, but restore integrity to that department.
Why don't we move on to something that you said
every single day as Attorney General.
On August 25th, 2025,
yeah, she tore her up. This lady tried to say that she didn't meet with her. The very first part of the clip that was cut out, this Hiroshito or what, Hirono, I don't know her name. But at any rate, she says in the beginning of this conversation, she says, because you didn't meet with me, and then Pam Bondi turns right around and says, no, because you wouldn't meet with me. You're the only one that didn't meet with me. And then she just shut up, changes the subject, and goes back into attack mode. Got a couple more good ones here for you. It's been an eventful last couple of days watching these hearings. I do believe they'll all get confirmed. Hopefully we won't have any Republican holdouts. Joni Ernst was a holdout with Pete Hegseth until he answered all of her questions, and now I believe she's a yes, and that is good stuff. Now, Adam Schiff, trying to protect his own pencil neck right now because he knows that her and Kash Patel will take this guy to the cleaners for all the things that he's created with the Russia collusion hoax, the lie, carrying the lie for 7 years. This guy is a criminal. I'm talking about Adam Schiff here. Says, she fact checks him real quick. He's asking her about Trump, basically weaponization, and it doesn't go well for old pencil neck. Here we go.
Has called for it publicly. You are aware of that, aren't you?
No one has asked me to investigate.
But the president
Liz,
has
we're
called,
also
the
worried
president,
about Liz Cheney,
the
Senator.
president has
You know what
called
we
for
should
this.
be worried about?
Ms. Bondi,
The
please
crime rate
answer
in
my
California
questions.
right now
You
is
are
through.
aware.
His question was, are you going to agree to go after Liz Cheney, who we know's not a criminal? This is the reason he set this question up was, are you going to be the one that goes after Liz Cheney because Trump wants to go after people like Liz Cheney, people on the J6 committee, people like Adam Schiff, who lied before Congress and lied on television 1,000 times, did many treasonous acts against this country, including leaking the Devin Nunes's memo. This guy done a dozen shady things that he could be held accountable for. So he's asking a hypothetical for Liz Cheney, which is basically his partner in crime. Are you going to be agreeable if Trump wants to go after Liz Cheney to investigate? And she basically throws it back at him. No, if there's crime, then we investigate the person. We don't go after the person to find the crime. And that's just the opposite of what we've been dealing with for 4 years. They weaponized the government against conservatives, and we're not going to weaponize the government against Democrats. We're going to use the Attorney General and the Director of the FBI to arrest, indict, and hopefully permanently incarcerate a lot of these people for crimes they committed. Crimes they committed. It's not about weaponization. It's about cleaning out your closets. All right, here we go.
The roof.
Ms. Bondi,
Your robberies are 87% higher than the national average.
My question is this.
That's what I want to be focused on,
Do
Senator.
you have the power to say no to the president? And what you're suggesting today by your non-answer is you don't have the independence to say no to the president. So let me ask you a different question.
He's assuming for her. Wow.
It also requires you, if you're going to be a good attorney general, to be able to tell hard truths to the president. So my questions now are, can you tell hard truths to the president? So let me start with an easy truth that you could speak to the president. Can you tell him that Donald Trump lost the 2020 election? Can you say that? Do you have the independence to say that? Do you have the gravitas, the stature, the intestinal fortitude to say, Donald Trump, you lost the 2020 election? Can you tell us that here today?
Senator, what I can tell you is I will never play politics. You're trying to engage me in a gotcha. I won't do it.
I'm just asking you a simple question.
If
you can speak truth
with any ongoing
to power. So let me ask you another.
Like you did, leaking your colleague Devin Nunes's memo.
If you be able to review hundreds of cases on day one?
I will look at every file I am asked to look at.
Of course you won't. So will you advise the president?
Can I answer the question?
Well, my question
I would have plenty of staff. You said, of course you want.
You'll be able to review
I'm not
going to
mislead this body, nor you.
All right, let me ask another question. You don't want to answer that. Let me ask another question.
You were censured by Congress, Senator, for comments just like this that are so reckless.
It will also be important.
The guy that has been censured for lying about the Russia collusion hoax before Congress is going to complain to her? This guy is such a criminal. I hope his ass goes to jail. What it is, he's nervous about his future position, not in politics, but as a free citizen. I believe his ass needs to go to jail. Just my opinion. If you agree with me, let me know in the comment section down below, or at least give me a thumbs up. Adam Schiff needs to be dealt with. I would say there's probably hundreds that need to be dealt with for their malicious role in trying to take Trump out in one way or another. And Adam Schiff is right at the center of it. Of course, he was asking about Liz Cheney. Why wouldn't he ask about himself? You know, he's on the list too. All right, we've got another one. Now, this is a weird one. They're asking Pam Bondi about Kash Patel. It's so weird. Makes you wonder what the hell this was all about. They see they're going to come in and work together, and they're hating on it already. You can tell Kash Patel is going to be a hard one to get through if we don't get 100% Republican support, because the Democrats are not going to go for her or Kash Patel if they have any say in it.
Senator, to cut to the chase, you're clearly talking about Kash Patel. I don't believe he has an enemies list. He made a quote on TV, which I have not heard, I saw your sign, or Senator Durbin's sign about Kash, but I know that Kash Patel has had 60 jury trials as a public defender, as a prosecutor. He has great experience in the Intel Department, Department of Defense. I have known Kash, and I believe that Kash is the right person at this time for this job. You'll have the ability to question Mr. Patel.
And I'm questioning you right now
do.
about whether you will enforce an enemies list that he announced publicly on television.
Oh, Senator, I'm sorry. There will never be an enemies list within the Department of Justice. Senator, to cut to the chase, you're clearly talking about Kash.
Asking her questions about Kash Patel's mindset. What's he going to do? They're not going to be able to trip this lady up. They tried all day. She's smart. And she told him honestly, we're going to go after criminals. No two ways about it. Now, I got a couple more clips here, and I thought this was a good one. It says, once Trump is in office, he wants the resignation of every senior leader involved in the disastrous Afghanistan withdrawal on his desk immediately, day one. And he's called back those generals like Milley and call them back into service in order to court-martial them and take their pension and their benefits away from them. Just my opinion, but all right, here we go. I think this is a great idea. Trump's got a couple of great ideas today.
I will ask for the resignations of every single senior military official who touched the Afghanistan disaster. I want their resignations immediately. And I want them on the desk in the Oval Office, the Resolute desk. I want them on at 12 o'clock, Inauguration Day, everybody involved with that disaster. When you have a disaster so stupid as that caused us such problem, you don't know what that's done to the reputation of our country, the Afghanistan disaster. This house cleaning will be a signal to the entire world and America military and everybody else. They want people to be held accountable for failure and incompetence. And it's just not acceptable that something like that could happen.
I agree. No two ways about it, folks. Now this here, it looks like Mike Johnson grew a backbone, or maybe Trump
I will ask for the resignations of every single senior military official.
Oops, sorry about that. Click that one off. And as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by my laptop, says I never doubted Trump, is what Johnny Maga says. Johnson removes Mike Turner as Intel chair. The Ohio Republican has been an outspoken advocate for Ukraine funding and other hawkish national security stances. I noticed that Mike Johnson kicked this guy off of committee, which is a good thing, but he also kicked Thomas Massie off committee too, and I like Thomas Massie, but Thomas Massie was a holdout on Mike Johnson's speakership vote all the way till the end, and so because of that and a couple other things that Thomas Massie and Mike Johnson don't agree on, Mike Johnson has put it upon himself to oust Mr. Massie from his committees as well. So Mike Johnson's kicking good guys and bad guys out of committees today. I guess one's a revenge tactic, and this here is hopefully what Trump wants, getting these people that are rhinos running these committees out of the pockets. As Rep. Mike Turner walks into a meeting in the office of the House Speaker at the U.S. Capitol on December 6, 2024. Yep, let him go. Get it done. Now, do you think Mike Johnson finally grew a spine? Or do you think he's just scared to offend Trump? He sees how Trump's handling the rest of these world leaders. He'll handle Mike Johnson too. Now this here I thought was a great idea. You know, we have this pesky thing called the Internal Revenue Service. Well, Trump wants to focus on an external revenue service. That way he can, I guess, keep it separate and just show how much money we're making from every country, whether it be tariffs or revenue or whatever. It says for far too long, We have relied on taxing our great people using the Internal Revenue Service. And that's the truth. Through soft and pathetically weak trade agreements, the American economy has delivered growth and prosperity to the world. While taxing ourselves, it is time for that to change. Yeah. I am today announcing that I will create the External Revenue Service. That's great. To collect our tariffs, duties, and all revenues that come from foreign sources. We will begin charging those that make money off of us with trade. They will start paying, finally, their fair share. January 20th, 2025 will be the birth date of the ERS, Make America Great Again. I love it. I love it. We're going to have actual, make everybody pay their fair share when it comes to percentages. See, if you set up an ERS, then they're going to have to pay their bills because there's an accounting department that says China, Spain, France, England, you're not paying your dues. Come on, give us that 20%. Yeah, a lot of these countries take advantage of us, and Trump has been trying since he first come down that golden escalator. He's been trying to fix this country, and it takes us being able to leverage these other countries into giving us a fair deal on trade, and it's really hard to do, and Trump started it, got it going, and then we all know what happened in 2020, and then Biden pretty much reversed all that. But yeah, Trump will probably get us out of NATO, which I ain't mad at. And he's probably going to not be dealing with the World Health Organization, not too much. There's a lot of things going to change this time, definitely. He done seen how these World Economic Forum groups work. These NGOs that need to be canceled on day one as well. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on in the first couple of weeks, folks. It is going to be an action-packed month, if not an action-packed full year. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. There's so many things that need to be fixed. I can't wait to start breaking out these lists. But the Trump effect is happening, folks. We will end up with land in Greenland. If not, they become one of our sovereign nations. We will have access to the Panama Canal for free, or we will take it back. We will name that the Gulf of America instead of the Gulf of Mexico, which gets us out of a lot of these loopholes that Biden's trying to put in involving our oil leasing on our shores. Trump is going to drop executive orders like bombs in less than a week, folks, in just a few days. And I think he's going to start with 100 a day, or at least 100 on the first day, and then we'll go from there. And he said on day 2 or day 3, as soon as he gets the opportunity, he's going to tell us what the hell these drones are about. I can't wait. I can't wait. This is so good. I am so looking forward to this. Now, this here is something that I think Marjorie Taylor Greene shouldn't have said out loud because it's absolutely true. I just put on there, shh, don't tell the Democrats. Listen here, folks. This is good because it's true.
And keep your biological men who are mentally insane and have sexually perversive ideas, thoughts, and fantasies out of our bathrooms, out of our sports, out of our women's spaces. And if you want to continue to be the party that stands up for that absolute insane bullshit, we'll keep beating you election after election after election. You want to know why? Because y'all are for they, them, and we're for the American people. And we actually do stand up for people's rights. We stand up for the unborn. We stand up for women and children, and we will protect them from the deranged lunatics that you all call women. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Boom.
And keep your biological men who are mentally insane.
I love it. I love it. Nothing better than a good Marjorie Taylor Greene rant, and she's right. I wouldn't be saying it too loud. They're absolutely right. Let the Democrats try to force this woke crap down our throats just a little longer. Just let them play their hand out. They've already lost this game. Let them keep playing it the way they're playing it. Let them continue to be haters and miserable people. They want to come on over to our side, grow up a little bit, swallow their pride, wake up. They're welcome to come on over to our side and vote for a Republican. But as far as everything else, I got no hope for y'all. I really don't have no help for y'all, and I don't really want to I wish Marjorie Taylor Greene wasn't telling y'all, stop acting like Democrats, because we all know it ain't working for you. I think they will continue on this trajectory for the next 4 years while they just hate on Trump to the point that they drive the rest of the hardcore Democrats away from him. People are going to get tired of hearing how horrible Trump is on one channel, while the rest of the channels, you see all of his production, everything that he's done every day, which will be like a play-by-play, almost like a long football game. We're going to get to see a lot of things happen really quick, and then we're going to get basically footnotes as to what happened with Doji. We're going to find out progress on the border. We're going to find out about who's paying their fair share. We're going to find out about the J6 prisoners getting out of jail immediately. So many good things, folks. A couple of days, folks. Everybody's got to keep their head on a swivel. Pray for Trump and his family and his entire cabinet. And just know that we've got this. That's what I got for you today, folks. Like, subscribe, and share. Everybody have a great day.